Alright, 1 second, guys. Almost back up and running. Okay, looks like YouTube's back. I think. Alright, YouTube's back. YouTube's back, Twitch is back, Instagram is back. This is why I keep my computer so full of junk. It never has the chance to update. See, that's a great idea at this point. I have an issue that with every new Windows update makes my crash on startup every time. I need to repair all Windows redistributors and restart my PC to fix it. Yeah, so part of why I updated my NAS today is because my home theater system that runs on my NAS got bricked by a Windows update. I was trying to watch, what the fuck was it? I was trying to watch The Black Mask 2 last night, and it kept lagging and like failing and losing stream and all that stuff. Turned out it was a Windows update, completely bricked my hard drive that had that movie on it. And so I just said, screw it, I'm not doing it anymore, and I put Windows Server on there, because if you didn't know, with Windows Server, you control the updates you get. You don't have to just take all the updates that they give you, and I'm about ready to do that with every single one of my computers at this point. Like, at this point, their updates have bricked so much stuff for me that I've lost all faith. Entirely. But you know, AI is the future, right? Alright, music. Let's go. I'll step off my soapbox now. Okay. Yeah, that does sound annoying, Septic Child. I would hate that. Like, if that was happening, I would lose my shit, honestly, at this point. But, you know, I work in tech, so, like, I understand how it works. Like, I understand how updating procedures and all that stuff goes, and how it's supposed to get tested before it hits the mainstream, but they have stopped caring. Oop. I even had an update once brick a project of mine. I don't remember what I was working on, but it corrupted the file. Because it like forced my PC to update like mid while I was working on it. And it just kind of corrupted the whole project. Okay. All right, cool. Let's see how all that is playing together. Hopefully a lot better. That's the wrong freaking button. Turn that off. Okay, cool. So we're just missing some sharpness down here, which is totally fine. Totally acceptable. Okay. Cool. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? How's your evening? Did I not do... Oh, that piece still has to be... Okay. Yeah, so I have to kind of configure the way that that links together. That's fine. Not a big deal. Okay. So we're just going to do this for now, because I already know that that's not going to link up, because the nose cone itself needs some work. But let's see how we're doing here. That's not matching up at all. Okay. Oh, it's because I got lost. I lost track of where I was actually working. Okay, so I'm over here. That doesn't link up with that currently, but that's fine. So these are the ones that I've been working on tonight. Not that one, but we can just test that anyway. Cool. Nice, that looks like ass. Okay. There's a dent right there. Edge slide. Okay. Just try to like get these a little bit more spread out. Cool. What's up, Shivang? How are you? Glad to see you're back. Yeah, it's Microsoft, man. It's always Microsoft. Hey, man, how are you? Agent Venom, I'm doing good. How are you doing? And Rude is sinking. What is up with you? How are you? Sorry, guys. I'm like getting back into the motion of things. I just recovered from a stream crash, so like I'm a little like wonky. Okay. So minus the fact that that is really sharp, it's looking pretty solid. The question is why is it so sharp? Oh. Let's do this. We don't need that. Yeah. I found that inner loop causes more issues than it does help. So, well, in fact, we'll kill that here too. Does this one have one? It does, yeah. Control delete 3. Yeah. Ooh, no, actually that one was kind of necessary. Okay. You would need more geometry to minimize the pinching artifacts. Yeah, I just don't want to do it yet because I haven't like finished shaping everything. Also need to figure out. Let's go here. Oh, I see why that was bent all weird. Okay. I'm not going to do that again. So let's do this way. Yeah, I've definitely discovered I'm not a fan of like organic shapes. Not one bit. So I don't know. So I guess, I don't know, Subject Child, what do you think? So like adding, should I add more in now or should I wait? Because my thought process was wait. But I don't know if that's right. Maybe. Let's see. What the hell? Oh, okay. My bad. Use B and pull the corners down slightly? No, yeah, for sure. Let's see. I would have cut the pieces at a higher polygon count. Now, even if you smooth with all your holding edges, it will keep the sharpness. Would have cut the pieces at a higher poly count. Now even if you smooth it with all your holding edges, it'll keep the sharpness. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I may have to experiment with that a little bit more. Because I'm not really enjoying this process right now. So it was really hard to find the right time to add geometry. Yeah, that's what's killing me, man. I'm like, normal, like sharp shapes, everything like that, those are simple. These suck. Beyond all measure of a doubt, these suck. Okay. Let's get rid of that. I don't need that for right now. Really just trying to get these all to bridge together at this point. Okay. Discovered that using creases to help your hard edges before applying smooth is the best way to work for stuff like that. Then you apply holding edges once you're at a higher polygon count. That's fair. I don't use creasing a lot. I probably should try doing that more. I'm not the biggest fan of using it, but I could see how it would be much more beneficial in this like kind of instance. ZBrush is calling me. ZBrush, ugh. Dude, I don't even want to think about that one. I think it's genuinely cool that people can like do that stuff in ZBrush, but damn, man. What happened there? Oh, it's just missing its, okay, I see. Alright, just for shits and giggles right now, I'm going to put this here. Just to give me a little bit of a preview of what I'm working on. There we go. These need to sharpen up. It's slightly better. Find a way more painless than doing it in DCCs. Once you get the flow, you probably won't look back. That's probably fair. I think my big thing is I just don't want to do the retopo stuff. Trying to avoid that. For curvy, hard edges, it's really the way to go. That's fair. It might be something I switched to eventually, but it's not going to be on this project, I can tell you that much. But I told myself this would be a challenge, and it for sure has been one. So I knew that this was going to be difficult, and I'm just going to work with it until it's done. Also, the other thing I need to do is actually work on this more offline, because I have not had time to do much. Took me so long to figure out creasing technique. It clicked with me one day watching Amira's 3D video. Yeah, that's fair. That's how, oh, what the hell was it? That's how, there was something I did that was just like, oh, it was like an aha moment. I just don't remember what it was at this point. His 3ds Max videos, but his workflow is amazing. How well does it translate across to Maya? Because I know their workflows are, at least from what I understand, they're pretty different. Oh. Yeah, see, like, it's coming together. It's just like, it's just finagling some of this stuff, man. It's definitely quite the pain. Let's see. You can stack the operations procedurally, but it's still polygon modeling, so you still have to apply 90%. Or wait, so you can apply 90% to Maya just doing it to structure. I see. I gotcha. Yeah, I didn't get very far in modeling in 3ds Max. I was not a massive fan of that app. Okay. So, all right. So let's see. Better. Let's look at this nose cone now. That should cut straight in half. It does. That should be something I work on, kind of killing off a little bit of detail on too. That's not what I wanted. Alright, one. Liked it a lot. Felt like really limited once you got into textures and stuff. The UI is really weird to me. The UI was strange, and the other thing I didn't like is just like everything was a freaking plugin. Like you had to have a plugin for whatever you wanted to do. So like, if you wanted to do like, you know, VFX stuff, like explosions and fire and stuff, you needed to use like fume effects or something. It was a lot of plugins. I don't know if it's still like that, but that's how it was when I used it back in like 2009. So it's been a long time since I've touched it. Okay. Has it updated that much? I think, yeah, I mean, it is Autodesk, so probably not, if we're being totally honest. Although Maya got some pretty good updates this year, so I can't really complain too much. Like Maya, basically, Autodesk isn't the best with that. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. That's way off. Okay. Not a big fan of that. What's up, SCI? How you doing, man? Is it? That's a face. I'll drink it.
Yeah, I'll drink it too, which is good.
It's just
freaking picture of it.
That's great because that's not great.
It's
Was it the pineapple?
maybe pineapple, apple, kiwi,
Huh.
and
I think I would have left the apple out.
strawberry. It might be the strawberry that's
Could be.
actually like throwing it off.
I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. It's it's a little weird, but thank you. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Compared to like Blender or Houdini, yeah. Blender gets quite a bit of updates. Just sometimes I wonder if like, is there a diminishing return on how much they update it? Like, I wonder if there's like a happy medium. Because I know a lot of people, like, from what I've seen anyway, like, they complain that, like, you know, they updated this, but then they broke, like, 30 other things or something like that. I don't really know. I'm not super immersed in that ecosystem, so. Okay, so this whole thing is just, yeah, this needs to come out more. There's some, like, stuff not matching up here at all. Okay. Go away. That one needs to stay, but I can at least clean it up a little bit. Blender aims for a significant update every 3 to 4 months, I think. Damn. I mean, good on them. Like, that's awesome. As long as it doesn't, like, cause more issues than it's worth. I've been on the side of seeing a company update too much, and, like, sometimes that stresses me out, because I'm like, the amount of stuff that usually gets broken. Guatam, what's up? How are you? Autodesk focuses more on helping studios with pipeline integration than general updates. Yeah, that's totally fair. Do you prefer this workspace or expert workspace? I don't even use expert workspace. I am horrible at hotkeys, so I suck in that area. So I just use this more. Not a fan. We were actually talking about that earlier. Let's see, show selected. Okay, so this needs to like actually come out. Okay. Oh yeah, nice. I love that. Let's see, edge slide. Pull that back into space. Pull you back into space. Let's get this kind of shifted away. Get that cleaned up a little bit. Okay. Because that, quite honestly, doesn't need to be super duper. Let's see. Okay. Much better. Okay, we're getting there somewhere. Getting somewhere finally. There we go. It's just a lot of stuff up here that, like, I feel like that doesn't need to exist. Where does that even go? Oh, shoot. That's part of the... Okay. So, let's do this. I'm going to try to work that in. Just nix that and see if this lets me do this. See how badly that distorts. Oh, not at all. Cool. I'm not going to worry about it then. Let's see. The most annoying part about me, the expert workspace, is not having an outliner. Yeah, that would also frustrate me too, although my outliner is a nightmare right now. My instructor uses it, and based on his experience, he has worked in the Mufasa movie. He says it's better for faster stuff. That's fair. I guess if you know the hotkeys and everything. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't really. Let's see. Thought you could set it up here, couldn't you? Yeah, expert. Yeah, no. Nah, I'm good. I mean, it's nice that it gives you a bigger display, but that's about it. Honestly, the only time I really switch workspaces is when I'm working in, like, the animation workspace. I don't really use much of the other ones. Let's just go in here and link some of this stuff up. I hate that. Oh no, it does go there. JK. Alright. It is a little oddly like satisfying to kind of like link some of this stuff up, so at least that part's enjoyable. He uses the space bar when he's switching from mouse, doesn't use hotkeys as well. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not nearly fast enough with like the pie menus. So yeah, I just don't I don't use it. Like I use the pie menus, but like I don't really use the expert workspace. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Minus the fact that that's doing that, it's working. Oh, that's why. Okay, so let's do here. I was like, I don't know why it's functioning that way. Let me just redirect a little bit of work here. Okay. Let's go fix those real quick. Okay, so let's look at that. Why don't you use the crease set tool, just because I'm not a massive fan of it. Probably should in this instance, but I'm not about to change things up right now because it's just going to cause more of an issue for me. So. Okay. 1, 2, 3, what does that look like when it smooths? Okay, that should be okay for now. There we go. That's holding better. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Cool. Mesh, let's see, we're gonna mirror it. All right. Oh my God. Stop. Okay. Out of curiosity, what would you what would you full 3D software package look like if money wasn't an issue? Software choice, rendering engine, and texturing. Quite honestly, like I'd still use Maya. But you know, if money wasn't an option, Maya, current ZBrush because I use 2022. Probably RenderMan. I've really wanted to work with RenderMan. I know they have like a free variant, but that's on my list to learn. and then Unreal Engine. Like honestly, like I don't have like a grand piece of software that I want to have. Eventually, someday, I'd like to learn Houdini, but I don't think I'm kind of in the range of wanting to do that yet. So that's just not something that's been on my docket. Also, as a new Maya user, do you have any recommendations on how to get more comfortable with it? Just spend time in it. Spend time doing simple projects and just learning where things are and learning how things work and function together. And then with each project, try to like work with a new tool. So like very early on when I switched from 3ds Max to Maya, one of the big things I did was I found specific objects that I knew would use like a different subset of tools that I didn't necessarily have an understanding over. And so I would use those little tiny projects to kind of learn and sort of enforce the idea of using these different tools inside of Maya. And that really helped me a lot. So that's kind of how I recommend people do things. Going to add more loops at the end, because if we don't put loops and corners in the seam area, I guess, yeah, I will. I think Maya is easy to approach since the tools are visible in the UI. No, absolutely. I think that's one of the tough things about Blender is like the tools are, like you have to know where to find them. And that's one of the things that stresses me out about Blender is like, I don't know where to find them, so. Every software is different. Let's see, mesh, mirror, bounding box. Let's see, Z. Nope. I don't know. I must be tired. Okay. Did that do what I think it did? No. Okay. Alright, so the front cone is finally kind of meshing properly, minus that. That's kind of weird. Oh, I didn't, JK. Just... Still a little wonky for some reason. Okay. Main focus was this nose cone here, so let's see. That is, how did that even happen? Nice, that's gorgeous. I don't even want to deal with that right now. I'll deal with it later. Let's see. Maya plus Arnold, you will do. Yeah, I this will be rendered in Unreal Engine. I won't be doing this one in Maya necessarily, but most of my stuff is done in Maya and Arnold. I started Blender like 5 days ago. My brain didn't work with the way edge vertex switching and deleting. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's also everything's named differently, so it's trying to figure out like what the name of the tool that you use in Maya is in Blender. So it's kind of rough. It's pretty hard to find professional Blender tutorials online. Most popular videos are by hobbyists, so it's hard to learn real workflows. Yeah, there's a couple people. It was brought up earlier, but like On Mars is starting to do Blender videos. And I think JL Musey is also starting to do Blender videos. I don't know. Oh, that's terrible. It's fine. Next pass through. It's not great. Alright, how's that working? That's not working. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, well. So it's also pretty hard to find. Oh, I already read that. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and just call it for tonight. I might do an extra stream this week before Thanksgiving, just to get some more stuff done, but I think that's going to be it for tonight. So let me just go ahead and clear all my stuff here. Increment and save. Named 2 a.m. named a YouTube channel that solely focuses on gotcha 3D models breakdown. Jiggle physics as well. What? 2 a.m. I have no idea. I have no idea who that is. I'm sure that exists though, because like Blender artist. Okay, yeah, that's one of the rough things about like say Twitch too, right? Is like you try to find professional people doing stuff on Twitch, and it's usually just a bunch of people doing like anime and furries and stuff, and like whatever, like you do you. But at the same time, it's like you want to find some people who are like doing professional workflows and learn from them, because that's how Andrew had found me, and then I kind of found him through him finding me, and like I learned a lot from him, and just like his workflows and the way he does things. So like it's very different. Sorry, I joined late today. I was sleeping. No, you're good. I started late today, but I am getting ready to wrap things up here because I'm actually quite tired. But yeah, it's a mix. Social media is also just a mix of like more hobbyists than you're gonna find like professional people, because it's kind of like being a mechanic, right? Like last thing you want to do is come home and make content about the job you do all day. So a little bit tougher, but something that I aim to try to change a little bit. But yeah, but everybody on Instagram, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it as always. I will see you guys all soon. I think I'll do one extra stream this week just because we're doing our Thanksgiving later, so I'll probably end up doing something just a little hangout and chill beforehand. But yeah, Instagram, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will see you guys all at some point this week. Probably not Friday, maybe Friday, I don't know. I will keep you posted. If you're in the Discord, make sure you're in the Discord. I'll keep you posted in there. And I will see you guys later. So thanks a lot. All right. And then YouTube. Everybody on YouTube, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching and dealing with all of the technical glitches tonight. Appreciate you being here, and I will see you all live again at some point this week. But I'll keep you guys up to date on that one. So you guys have a good night. We'll see you later.